We were recording.
Mm-mm.
Woohoo!
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh.
Not yet.
Yeah. What's up, Porky?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
How
Excited to finally do this thing?
Yeah, I am excited to do
Yeah.
it. Been wanting to. It's a cool thing you got going on.
Yeah, we appreciate you being on and all that good stuff.
Talking with us about your experiences.
Experiences.
Yeah.
So
Got
what
a
are
lot.
your experiences? I know that you kind of hang out and keep people safe at the back door currently, but
Yeah.
you've acted before?
Yeah. So I was the former pig butcher at Hellscream.
Hell yeah.
For about 5 seasons. And then the past 2 seasons I've been doing staff work. So
Nice.
yeah.
How you like it?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's nice to get out of like the room and acting and to go and kind of see the haunt and customers coming through and all that, and everything going on at the exit with the chainsaw guys. That's always fun to see. So I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I miss acting obviously, but it's nice to switch it up and do something different.
Heck yeah.
So yeah.
Right on. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to do some non-acting soon. I'm getting to that point where I'm like
It's-
falling apart and shit. I'm like,
Maybe
Yeah.
you'd be like the relations manager.
yeah, let me talk to people.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to go
Yeah.
great.
So I have this problem. Fuck off.
But, excuse me.
Problem solved.
Yeah. No
This
refunds.
guy's breath stinked in there.
What? Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No refunds.
Never.
Yeah. Go jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
So you ever find yourself out back missing some of the scares though? Like when you're seeing stuff happen, hearing some of the customers come out.
Yeah, I miss it because I usually like to ask the customers what was their favorite spot or whatever, and they'll tell me, this person or that person, and then I kind of like think like, damn, well, I could have been in there too, like getting in a good scare. So yeah, I definitely miss it a lot. Just certain things came up, health issues and whatnot. So I've taken a break from acting because people that don't know, it can actually take a physical toll on you,
Yes.
and mentally and physically, it can get pretty rough to like act. So
Absolutely.
just to be safe, I'm taking the easy route the past couple of seasons while I'm like working on myself and then doing the staff stuff. So but I definitely miss it. Hopefully I can get
Yeah.
back into it either next season or soon or something, but
Hell yeah.
definitely miss it. Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, the haunt season takes a toll on your body.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't think people actually pay attention to that. Like when we say to stretch and drink water, that's a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, it does. And then just being in the atmosphere too, you're either working in like a foggy room for 4 hours a night or a strobe lighted room for 4 hours a night, and just stuff like that can take a toll on you. You're either your vision, your hearing, your breathing, everything. So, and then if you're in a mask as well,
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work. It's fun. It's fun work, but it's a lot of work for like some people out there that think it's I'm just gonna go in here and scare people.
Yeah, it's not that.
Yeah.
Not even
lot
a
of
little
fun,
bit.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's fun. There's the fun part, but you gotta be prepared to, blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely
Oh,
is
yeah.
what it is.
If
you
I
just-
think Friday night I chased like 2 or 3 different groups that night. I got home and I was like, man, I haven't fucking ran since last season. This is stupid. My legs
Yeah.
were burning. They were on fire. I'm like,
Yeah.
shit.
It's usually the first weekend that's the rough.
Yeah.
Rough is it's usually the first night because Saturday night I was good.
Yeah.
But like Friday night, my voice hurt. Yeah.
I noticed that a lot of people were coming out and they're like, man, my voice hurts, my arms hurt, my legs hurt. I'm like, yeah, it'll happen.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Push through it tomorrow and then just rest.
Yeah. But by Saturday I was good. Like
Yeah.
I was just tired, but that comes with the territory.
Oh, yeah.
I showed up, what was it on, I think Saturday, and Rob goes, you look exhausted. And I was like, yeah, because I had to work all day.
Yeah.
Saturday night I was working the club after haunt, and I get there and I was still energized, a little bit. And it starts to get to like 1:30, and I'm like moving extra slow, and I'm kind of like, hey guys, what's
Oh, yeah.
going on? I'm like taking
Yeah.
trash out at the end of the night, I'm like dragging them. Fuck this.
Yeah, it's like during this time, I'm on like a pretty much like for the next, end of September all the way up till our first week in November, I'm on 7 days a week just with my regular job and then the haunt on the weekends.
Oh shit.
So come like the last week of October, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to sleep for a whole month. So
I feel that.
Yeah.
I hibernate.
Hibernate.
And,
Yeah.
and it's good because, like, I don't go anywhere in the wintertime anyway in Colorado because the snow, and I'm like, fuck with snow.
Yeah.
So I just hibernate. So I do the haunt season, and I let my body rejuvenate for 2 or 3 months, and then emerge from my snow hole.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way too. I hate the snow, so I try not to be in it as much as I can. But fortunately, you got to drive to work, so
Yeah.
Well.
Snow's not that bad.
It's so weird. We hate
Yeah.
we hate snow, and we live in Colorado.
yeah,
Makes
I know,
sense.
right? And I've been here
I like it,
I've been
though.
here most of my whole life too. So you would think by now I would,
At least tolerate it.
Yeah, tolerate. But it's like every time we get our first snow, I get like pissed, like I get like angry. I'm just like I'm not ready for this. And
Because it happens in like July. It's like, oh yeah, here's the
yeah.
snow, and you're like, what the fuck?
I went to Estes Park one year for 4th of July for the 4th of July, and we went through. I think it was Rocky Mountain National Park. I don't remember where it was, but on our way there, it was like snowing up in the mountains. And then we get back down to Estes Park, and it's like all sunny and nothing.
Nothing.
It was weird, yeah. But that's Colorado.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, I guess you do some cosplay stuff as well.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I do. I'd started like an Instagram page. It's the Killa Porky. So I started it just from my haunt character because I wanted to get my haunt character out there and do just show off, Porky and the Pig Butcher and all that, and then slowly started to get into other looks, other cosplay stuff. I started meeting a lot of different people in the Instagram horror community and got inspiration from them. So, I do like the average horror characters. I do Ghostface and I have some Jason and Michael Myers. As for those characters, my main one is like Ghostface. So I do like a lot of Ghostface cosplays.
Nice.
And then I'll make up some different looks as well, just kind of different creepy looks that I come up with, and then, bring Porky back into it a little bit. But yeah, it's fun. It's cool. It's definitely a fun thing to do when you're not haunting. Get your character out there, or just take some pictures and post them on Instagram. And I definitely got a lot of followers out there now. I'm not like highly numbered follower. I think I'm just like in the thousands, but I've met so many people around the world doing cosplay stuff.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. You meet people, and a lot of them ask me how I got it started, and I tell them, I used to work at a haunted house, or I do work at a haunted house, and I used to act, and even like the Hellscream name, I've gotten that out there. I know some people in Sweden that I talk to on a daily, and they know about Hellscream, and
Oh, nice.
people in Germany and people in different countries out there. I've talked about Hellscream with them, and so I've been able to just get the name out there that way too. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do the whole cosplay thing and just be creative. And like I said, some people do the haunt, and then it's like, okay, it's over. But it's like, no, you can do stuff to keep you in it,
Yeah,
until next year, go do cosplay. I mean, that's like the best thing I could think.
Yeah.
Go to Comic Cons there's always cons over the summer.
Yeah, there's
You know.
Comic Cons, there's cosplay meetups, there's
Horror
all kinds of
cons.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's horror cons. I mean, I've even gone traveling out to Texas to one of their cons and met a couple of people that I follow on Instagram, and it's cool to finally like meet those people that you chat with, every day, and just show off your looks. And so it's definitely good. It's fun. It's good. I think I've had my Instagram up for 2 or 3 years now, and so within that time, I've met a lot of people,
Heck yeah.
and it's fun. It's cool.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I like it. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
So have you just played Porky at the haunts, or have you done other characters as well?
So I've been doing haunting for a total of 8 years, and I've been with Hellscream for 7 of them. The whole time I've been with Hellscream, I have been Porky, the pig butcher. I first started off, my first year of haunting was at the original Haunted Mines when it was in Monument at the old mining museum.
Yeah.
And there I was versatile. I was just kind of like anybody. I think I was like a zombie construction worker at one time. And then there was another time I was just like, I did chainsaw there for a couple nights, and
nice.
I just had some random get up. But as far as for most of my haunt career, I have been Porky, the pig butcher. So
Hell yeah.
You know, it's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
You know, whenever they came up with it, I guess when I started Hellscream, I was taking over the other pig butcher who was also there for years, who decided to move, you know, away. So I took over that character and really tried to make it my own. I you know, spent some money in buying my own mask and my own outfit, and just got my whole own get up made. And
It's a cool ass mask, by the way.
yeah. I got
If you haven't seen it, it's really fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah. That's Pumpkin Pulp made that mask.
Nice.
And what's cool about it is when I found out, because I was like kind of just doing research about it, because you know it's a pig mask,
Right.
but the guy that made it actually did a video on like that mask, and he said that he molded that from an actual pig head that he got from the butcher shop.
No shit. Oh,
So
cool.
he got that pig head from a butcher shop, molded it, and then made that pig mask that he sells now. So
Nice.
it's cool to know that that's like not just like a pig sculpted; it's like molded from an actual pig.
Yeah.
And I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
a lot of people get it mixed up with other animals though.
Yeah.
I've had people go in the room and ask if I was a rat.
That's because the big ears.
Yeah, the big ears.
As soon as they see the ears.
I think the one funny one was somebody came through and the first thing they did was look at me and they're like, "Is that an antelope?" And I was like, "An antelope."
Antelope.
Yeah, it's like random things, but you know, I think when people are scared, they just say random stuff.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
And you know,
That's an anteater.
I think I've actually gotten that because of nose.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like you can like see me in the room, but with the lighting, it's like I'm kind of like a shadowy figure until I move a certain way, or until they get around like this corner and they really see me, which is funny because they'll kind of look at me and think I'm like, oh, he's this or that, and then they'll realize it's a pig head, and then they'll kind of like freak out and be like, oh hell no, like that's a pig man, and they start running off and stuff.
Croatoan.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that season? That season, I kept getting all the American Horror Story everything, and then you know I get like, oh, this is Saw, or this is
Yeah.
you know
That was like
some
last
other
year
thing.
with the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff.
Yep. Everybody was Jeffrey Dahmer, and I was Pennywise a lot. I think every clown that we have here at Complex was Pennywise.
Yeah,
I know if you were in some sort of normal human clothes, you were Jeffrey Dahmer. And I'm like, what?
you're like, where do these trends come from?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, that Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix series came out last year is what happened.
Yeah, but none of us wore glasses and blonde hair wigs.
I guess it's like they just try to associate whatever mainstream horror is going on with
Yeah.
us, which is like no, not necessarily it.
We're our own scary monsters.
Yeah,
God,
Gosh.
yeah.
get it right.
Yeah, gosh.
So much better.
Hands off my haunt mask. God.
God.
Yeah, I know I know he's gotten a lot of different things.
Oh, yeah.
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 All the fun characters. I miss being able to go like, say hi to Porky. Because I used to do that when people are going towards your room. I'd be like, say hi to Porky. Squeal like Porky.
Yeah, he would do that, and then they would come over like, "Hi." It would be funny though.
Fucking Karan did that to me last year. He would give out little toys and stuff to the kids, and he gave it to one of them, and he was like, because the kid I guess said that he was coming to Hellscream, and he goes, give this to Wizzo at the end, and he'll keep you safe. And this kid comes walking through. I had no idea Karan did this. So this kid comes walking through, and he's like got this little fucking like eyeball or like squishy eye or whatever the hell he gave him, and he's like holding it up, and he goes, Karan said to give this to you. And I in my head, I knew what Karan was doing.
Yeah.
So I was like, bet. So I took it and I was like, tough shit. And fucking like went after the kid. And like he starts screaming. He's like, he said I would be safe. I was like, Karan lied to you. He's a demon.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, really, kid?
You trust demons?
Yeah. Like, I don't know about your life choices.
That's what's
Right.
cool to do though. You know,
Yeah.
be interactive.
I like when one character will pick up on somebody else's character and they know that character is like 2 or 3 rooms down and they kind of like play up for that character, you know?
Yeah,
I think that helps build not just the team building in the hunt itself, but like the whole story. As a customer, you're coming through and you're like, wait a minute, that monster yelled about that monster.
yeah,
And that monster yelled about that monster, and that monster threw that monster. Like,
yeah. Because I think sometimes customers would used to come through and they'd be like, "Oh, there's Porky," and I'm like, here I am. Like, does someone say something? And then I'll find out later on someone in the kitchen from downstairs is like, oh, I was telling them, like, just wait till you get to the pig man upstairs or something like that. And it's like, oh, it keeps something, like, for them to look forward to, but, like, not. But then when they get to you and they, like, say stuff, it's
the
like,
anxiety.
Yep.
It builds anxiety.
It was that 2019 season when I was in the lab upstairs when I first started up there.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody was coming into the room and they're like, oh, there's the doctor. I've been looking for you. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? We got Dr. Von Hell down the line. But it didn't register because people inside the house were yelling, the doctor's going to get you. And then I'm the only like doctor that was in the house at the time. So then everybody, all the customers were like, yep, that's the doctor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I mean, actually the doctor's outside, but
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's cool that people do that from different floors, kind of like amp up someone else from another floor and then, stuff like that.
It's a good tie-in. It'll help build, like I said, it helps build that story and make it that much more believable. Like, shit, they're all working together.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it.
Yeah. No, I used to love that stuff when I would hear customers coming through and be like, "Oh, there he is." Like, yeah, here I am.
So as a staff person, what's the craziest thing you've seen on the back end coming out?
Well, the most part is people running into the road. Obviously, it's I guess for people that don't know, our exit kind of goes into the main road next to the haunt, and so it doesn't matter how hard you try to stop them. They'll push you out of the way. They'll go underneath the barricade. They run into the road
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, and it's just it's funny. It's funny. It's like also like, oh dang it, like we're trying to keep people safe, but it's like because the chainsaw guys are. I mean, a lot of people don't like chainsaws, so the moment they hear that, they're like, oh,
I'm running.
Yeah, they're
throw
running.
everything.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people like fall into the trash can right there, because they're just like they're just running and they just fall into the trash can.
It was last year that kid when we were chased that kid out and he literally like went through the chain. Like there was no
he
didn't
went through the chain.
Yeah, like he literally went through it. We both looked at each other like I know he didn't jump over it. Because there was no jumping involved. The kid literally ran out the thing, beelined it left, and went through the metal chain and was gone. Like, down the street, fucking gone. And I looked at him, and I was like, did that kid literally just go through the fucking chain? And he's like, I think so. Like, it was the weirdest shit. He didn't.
So was the chain broken?
No. It was still intact, like hanging.
It was just like
and it was like...
It just...
Yeah, it was like he just passed straight through that damn thing, and it wasn't like he stepped over it or nothing, like, because we would have known. It was so baffling. I'm like, God damn, all right.
Yeah, there's always like, it's always funny to see people's reactions, like being scared, I guess. I don't know. Some people laugh at us. Some people are like, that's not funny. It's like, well, it's entertaining.
It kind of is funny.
It's entertaining because, it's just like, some people you're like, why are you
like this?
Yeah, why are you doing that? Like, was it really that scary? But
the lady that was in line, she didn't even get in the house this weekend, and she didn't
even get into the house.
She hadn't even made it in yet, and she was screaming at me that she was peeing, and I'm like, I'm one of the most mild ones right now. Like, lady, if you can't handle me, you definitely ain't gonna handle the inside. And she went in, and I was like, all right, whatever. Pee up our building. Holy shit.
It's funny.
One of some people don't even make it in because some people will park back there at the exit, and they'll, oh, where's the entrance? And they'll go up front, and then they'll come back like 15 minutes later, like, oh, my daughter was too scared. I was like, oh, dang, you couldn't even make it in the
You couldn't even make it to the ticket booth.
There was a dad bringing his daughter in this weekend. And they walked up, they got maybe halfway to the ticket booth, so they were maybe like right at the edge of the street. And they seen me, and I waved to her, and I said, hi, how are ya? And she was like, no, and took off back to the truck. And her dad was like, he's not even doing anything. And she's like, I don't care, I'm not going. I was like, all right, bet.
And it's funny when people park back there by the exit and go up front because they see the chainsaw people already, and they're like, oh no. They're like, well, yeah, like that's the exit, you know. So it's
You
funny.
can't have those here. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, well, people will like show up right at the moment a group's coming out, freaking out, chainsaw guys, and then they like just showed up, and I'm like, oh, you guys going in? They're like, yeah, I think so. I'm like, oh, well, the entrance is up front, and they're just like, okay, yeah.
Do I really want to do this?
Yeah, no, that exactly. They'll say that too. They're like, I don't know if we really want to go through. I'm like, just go.
I'm just glad that you're back there now because a couple years ago, before you had got back there, I had a big problem with people thinking that was the entrance.
Oh yeah,
So they would come in, and I'm getting ready for a scare, and people are coming in backwards, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
yeah,
And they're like, "Oh, this isn't the way in." No. When have you ever entered a haunted house where the chainsaw guy is the first person you see before a ticket booth?
yeah. You don't see a
Like,
ticket
get the
booth.
fuck
nothing,
outta
and,
here.
Like, I think we even have like a little exit sign.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, but
It was because I bitched that year.
yeah,
Because I literally had like 5 or 6 people that season come in through the back, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready to go." I'm like, "Fuck out before I run your ass over."
yeah. Because I'll be standing there and I'll see people kind of go around the barricade and come up to me, and I'm like, "Can I help you?" They're like, "Oh yeah, we just want to go in." I'm like, "Oh well, the entrance is up front. This is the exit." So yeah, and then people just lingering around too. You know, it's,
Just hang out.
They want to hang out and see the chainsaw guys.
yeah,
Because the chainsaw guys are wild and goofy, and they can talk to you, and they can actually get a picture of the chainsaw guy. And
yeah. Because I think a lot of people want to like in the haunted house. You know, we ask them to keep their phones away, but once you exit, you know,
Maybe
you
we
take your
should just set
pictures.
up a photo op for them.
so Woods of Terror did that. I believe it was Woods of Terror. They have it's like a 30-minute meet and greet before the night starts, and then they have a certain group of actors each night go out, and then people can get their autographs and do pictures and whatever, kind of hang out with them for like 30, 45 minutes or whatever, and then the monsters go back in, they do their meeting, and then they do the night. So I think that might be a pretty cool idea.
Or just
Throw out
have-
like 4 or 5 a night or something.
Or just have one actor that's dedicated to taking photos with people.
Yeah.
Have him dressed up in a cool ass costume. Have him in a backdrop.
Yep. Kind of like Captain Jack.
And it'd be also, we could put, Hellscream Haunts on the wall. So then it's free advertising.
I mean,
Yeah, I think we used to do that, like kind of like a opening parade type of thing.
Yeah,
a couple times.
I remember when
I
we
think
used to
those
do
were
that.
fun, where
Yeah.
all the actors would come out by the exit and then go walk up the entrance and then into the haunt to their room.
I think that'd be
I
cool.
thought that was cool because then people could see them. A lot of people obviously have their cameras out.
Maybe
and-
we should do that on like our busier nights.
Yeah, well,
Like
we
when we're,
used to
like,
do
super
that.
Packed.
We used to do that every night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like something we did every night.
Hell yeah.
I think when Jesse took over, though, I think that's when that kind of
Oh.
stopped.
I think we threw it like 1 or 2 times in there, but we don't do it like we used to.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. There's be music playing and
All right, we got to yell at
all
Jesse
kinds
now.
of.
Yeah, like just
Crazy
literally a little mini like actor parade.
Yeah.
Let's just yell at Jesse now.
So I think that was a Vince thing. I could be wrong.
All right, I'm yelling at Jesse on
Yeah.
Friday.
I think everybody by now knows their spots and everything, so it's like they don't need that full 30 minutes to be ready.
Nah.
The full 20. Yeah.
20, 30 minutes, whatever it took.
I usually take that 20 minutes to get ready, though.
I usually stretch, get
Yeah.
my water in, go to the bathroom. that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah. I used to just kind of like use the bathroom, make sure all my lights are working in my room.
yeah.
And for me as a runner, I go around and talk to all the actors. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Make sure they're doing okay.
That's how I am when I'm
Make sure
house running too.
They're not injured from the night before. Or
I like to let the runners know that I'm there. I let the
make sure
the
that.
actors know I'm there.
Yeah.
Hey, if you need anything, can't find a runner,
Yeah.
yell at me.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to do the same too, at least for the people in the room before and after me. I would be like, if you guys need anything, like, I can try to call someone or,
Yeah.
sometimes Chris would come through and I'd be like, oh, I think the actor in the next room needed something. Just kind of give him like a heads up or,
Yeah.
because sometimes it's like, he used to kind of do that beeline from my room into the
Oh,
other room.
yeah.
And sometimes I wouldn't see him, but like I would be like, he's checking on everybody.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's nice to like let them know.
Underneath the shelf right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's sometimes you're running and you don't. You know that you're checking on everybody, and the actor thinks that you're not checking on them because you're flying through the room. But it's not that you're not checking on them. You just have something else to do.
This is my thing.
Yeah, I'll run by, give you
Yeah.
a quick thumb. You give me a thumbs up.
We're good.
I'm still
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
If you don't give me a thumbs up or a head nod or something or hey,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Or if I think you like do this,
Yeah.
I'll stop and go talk. But,
Yep.
Yeah, like with him, he's like a good runner. He would always come by and check at least a good timely amount, and then he would always be like, "I already know you're good." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good," because I usually was. I never really needed anything other than like a bathroom break. But
Yeah.
even if it was busy and it was like an hour that I haven't seen a runner, even he would be like, "I already know if you're not here, you're in the bathroom or
Yeah.
something," and I'd be timely with it too. I think some people take their breaks a little
My
bit
God.
too long, and they're like, "Well, I'm
Yeah.
on a break." It's like, yeah, you're on a break, but like.
You're only here for 3 hours. Do you really
Yeah,
need a
like-
20-minute break?
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep it to a minimum. Go to the bathroom and go
yeah,
back
right.
in.
And being a line cook, I'm used to not getting a break at
Yeah.
all.
oh yeah,
Even as
yeah.
a chef,
I
you
used to
just
do
work
that.
fucking 8.
Yeah.
Yesterday I worked 9 hours with
Yeah.
no break.
Like, I get wanting to take a break or having a breather and, stuff like that. And sometimes there's medical issues, whatever.
Yeah.
You have to eat something, that kind of thing. I get that. But at the same time, like, don't spend 30 minutes outside.
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't spend 20 minutes, pooping. Or really, take your fucking laxatives the week before.
Nah.
Clear your shit out by Friday. Show up Friday, you're good to go. Like,
yeah. Well, it's nice that we have like mandatory offered breaks. I think when a few years ago we didn't really have like the mandatory break thing. It was just
Right.
like if you need one. But now since I'm on the staff, I hear everything going on in the house, and I know everyone's making sure they get their actors breaks, and make sure everyone's getting their breaks in, and which is nice, 'cause
yeah.
it's nice to get that offered break rather than just kind of like, oh, do you need one? Like,
Yeah.
they still, I mean, a lot of the times I'm sure there's a lot of people like, no, I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I am in my
most
regular,
people.
my regular job. Sometimes they're like, oh, you going to go on your 15? I'm like, I don't really need one.
Yeah.
I'm only here until, 2 more hours, And a lot of times at the haunt too, I never really like needed that break,
Yeah. Like, I like the scare. Like,
Yeah.
I like hitting every scare. And if I missed one, I would get upset.
Yeah.
And I think that was where I was at, where I was like, no, I don't need to take a break with the chainsaw.
Yeah.
No, I'm always going to be running the chainsaw. Every single person.
Yeah.
So even as a runner, I've had people that I know come through and they're like, "Oh, we didn't see you." I'm like, "Well, I get busy doing other shit sometimes, but
Yeah.
I feel bad because I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to scare everyone, but I can't because it's too much.
Yeah,
It's
I
too
would
much
hate that
ground to
too.
cover.
Like when I would go to the bathroom, people would be like, "Oh my god, that group was like great," and I was like, "Well, I missed them."
Yep.
Because I had to go to the bathroom. So a lot of times I would just try not to. I would be the same way too. Like I want to get every group. I want a scary group. There was like sometimes too. I think I had like friends come through one year and I didn't know when they were coming through, and then I think I like took my bathroom break and they're like, "We didn't see you," and I was like, "Well, you probably went through when I was on my break."
Yep.
And I'm like, dang it, that was the one time I was trying to get my friends and like coworkers because I'm always hyping, myself up at the, at work, telling them I'm the pig butcher and this, and that, and
Yeah.
and then they come through and I miss them.
I worked in an amusement park back in Ohio, and I had that happen. A bunch of my friends came through, and I told them exactly which one I was going to and everything. And I was like, all right, make sure you let me know what time. And they're like, okay, we're going to be here from this time to this time. And I wound up being like on my actual lunch break when they showed up and went through. And they're like, dude, you weren't even anywhere in that house. And I'm like, what time did you come through? What about this time? Oh, I was on lunch. Fuckers.
Yeah, I always tell them like, come at the beginning, or
Yeah. Yeah,
uh,
that's what I don't understand. When we were literally telling you when to show up, so we know that we can scare you or interact with you, and then you don't show up that time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then fuck off.
Right.
Don't
Or
even
they
come.
wait until like the Saturday before Halloween. And they're like, well, I had some friends who I used to work
I
with.
was gonna come in.
And we still, hang out every now and then, but they came on the busiest night last year. And they had fun. And I was like, you want the true experience? You come back on like a Thursday
Yeah.
or earlier in the season, you'll get the true experience.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, because I always have some people ask me too, like, when's the best time to go? And I'm like, well, it kind of depends because, if you come towards the beginning of it, like, you're still going to have people trying to figure out their scare.
Yeah.
So that's like, they're still figuring things out until they actually get it down, which is usually by the second weekend or the weekend after. But then by that time, you're also going to come when it's busy.
Yep.
And they're not going to be able to get in that scare because it's Congo lines and Congo lines.
Yeah.
And people, especially you have like a set scare. Like, for me, I used to go behind this pig that was in my room, get the group, and then go to another side and then pop out behind the body bags and get them again. But when there's Congo lines, I would be stuck just behind the body bag.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be able to get that first, behind the pig body, jumping out and get that scare. I would just be stuck behind the. So it's like, it depends because when it's busy, you can't get your full scare. But when it's slow, it's like, you have that time to get your full scare in. But it's like hard to kind of pick which weekends, like either at the beginning of the season or, towards the end, because it's like, you want to pick that perfect night too. So yeah, like I know we start opening on Thursdays and then Sundays, which are like, for me, those are like pretty good.
Yeah.
Because like the Fridays and Saturdays are always like so busy.
That's what I always suggest to people: come on Thursday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Don't
Or
have to come on a Friday, Saturday. Like, yes, the show might be a little bit better because we might have all of the actors.
Yeah, that's
and Thursday and Sunday's kind of iffy with some of the actors.
Yeah, that's true.
But the show's not going to be much different. We're still going to put on a great show every single time, regardless of how many people are in the building or not in the building, because we'll just move some people around.
Yeah.
Like if we're missing a spot, then hell, I'll go jump in it. I don't really care.
Yeah. Or if you come on a busy day, I would always like suggest, just get
Go
there
early.
Get there early. Yeah. Be like one of the first couple of groups going through and
or come early in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come the first couple weekends we're open.
First 3 weekends are always a good time.
Yeah.
Thursday, Sunday's great time. Early, great time. If you need access,
Early.
handicap access, call ahead time, let us know.
Yeah.
Show up early.
But once you get towards those Fridays and Saturdays at the end of the season, like, man.
We'll throw you. We'll throw you right against the wall.
Yeah.
Don't try to do that shit. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Can I? No. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. No,
No.
those Congo lines would be crazy sometimes.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love.
They're great. They're great because, it's like you're getting the most amount of people and you're getting everyone seeing you.
But then people bitch and they're like, well, I ran into a group. Well, you have never been to an amusement park haunt, lady, because they rushed 1,000 people an hour.
Yeah, and that's like one of the things I hear being the staff at the end now is like I always hear what people have to say, and towards the end of the season, I've heard a lot of people kind of be like, oh, like we didn't really get scared because we were in a big group and they couldn't scare us, which is cool because they know, like behind the haunt, they know the scene, like behind the, they know it's like, oh, because there was a big group, they couldn't get their scare in, which is like, that.
Right.
But at the same time, it's, unfortunately, it's, you came on a busy night. There's going to be people moving at different paces. So you're either going to catch up with the group or you're going to have people catching up to you from behind.
And the runners can only do so much to break that stuff up. And that's not just our haunt. This is every haunt.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure every haunt has the same issues with clusters and unclusters and things.
And I like to be on those busy nights. I like to be in the crowd.
Yep.
I get in the conga line with the people.
Same.
And especially people like holding hands.
Yeah.
I like
I'll
to get
break them in half.
Yeah, I like to get even this weekend was slower. I seen like a group of like 4 people and they're all like linked together, holding hands like this. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting right between y'all.
Yep.
It would be funny because like there would be a conga line and I'd be like, kind of trying to get my little scare as much as I can, and then here comes Chris in the line with the people, and I'm like, oh.
I used to do that all the time when I worked at that park. We would,
Yeah.
They told us they were just like count out 10 to 15 people every time and jump in front of them and just break it as best you can. Give them like a 10-second window to maybe, give them a little bit of space so the next person can do it again.
Yeah.
And then just start wedging that gap. And I'm like, I don't understand why we don't do that. But I kind of do because we are 3 different floors. So it's really hard to kind of like get that flow.
It's the stairs.
Yeah.
The
It's
stairs.
the stairs.
The stairs are
Causes
a
us a
bitch.
lot of problems.
Yeah.
It takes from downstairs to upstairs. That kills every time.
Yeah, because you got people who, their knees might be bad, or someone might be on crutches,
Somebody
or
can't breathe.
Well, it's like usually pretty dark in the stairwell too, so I know people aren't trying to fall, so they're kind of like,
Maybe we should put
tiptoeing.
big.
And it's not fair that like
Arrows.
we go from
Should light it up.
the basement to the 3rd floor immediately. Like, oh yeah, here you go. Here's all the stairs.
I know,
Fuck off.
I forgot that, and then I walked through on rehearsal night, and then I went from the basement. I was like, going up all these steps. Like, oh, I forgot. I literally like walking up 2 floors to the top floor.
Then by the time you get up there to me, I'm like in your face, like going crazy.
Yeah.
Love it.
Asking people if they want to be on the Abigail train. And you're like, What the fuck is an Abigail train?
Come and find out.
That's right.
I would always love hearing his random stuff that he would
Yes.
say coming through. Because when you were Jamalji, the monkey,
Yeah.
he would have a banana, and I think when he came up with Brittany, the banana, he just like came in and there was a group, and he's like, "Say hi to Brittany," and they're just like, "Huh?" And he's like holding a banana. He's like, "Say hi to Brittany," and I'm just standing there like cracking up in my mask because like. It would just be funny to hear his random stuff. And I was like, "Did you name your banana Brittany?" He's like, "Yep."
I love it. I love walking through the haunt and it's like a bunch of older haunters that have been there for a couple of years. And you're like, man, this is a really cool prop. And they're like, yep, that's Bill.
Yeah. That's
Oh
right.
my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's that prop? I don't know.
Sally.
A prop.
Sadly.
And you're like, why didn't you name this motherfucker? Like, what did he do? And they're like, no, this one's Billy and that's that. And you're like, okay.
Like, the other one doesn't matter.
Yeah. Like, well, but why? What's his problem?
Names for all the mannequins.
I was always confused by that.
The ones in the attic, they're Jarhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even though it's not a jar, but they're Jarhead.
Yeah.
I used to have names for all the props that when I was in the pig room. I don't remember them now, but I used to have like, oh, this one's this is this. The
You're
three,
like, say hi to Peter.
Peter. I think there was like used to be like 3 little piglets like stapled to the wall. Whenever I would call them like these are the 3 little pigs, you know.
So speaking of naming props in your room, anybody watching, if you have names for your props, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Got it.
Woo!
Do it.
And your
Do
favorite,
it.
your
And
favorite
subscribe.
prop.
Do it.
And hit the notification bell.
Like, comment, share, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
It would be like one of those annoying YouTubers. Smash that like button. You're like, I can't smash it.
Like,
Touch it.
Smash it. Body slam it.
I can
I broke
touch
my
it.
keyboard because they said smash it.
Do they buy you a new keyboard? Can you like send them? Well, you can't send them an email because your keyboard's broke.
Shit.
They
I
gotta
broke
get
my phone because I hit the subscribe
smash
button too hard.
Yes.
Crack.
Whoops. Shit.
But with the stairs, maybe what we should do is, like those big like neon signs like you see like in like circus tents.
Yes.
We should put those all up and down the stairs. So then you can see it's really bright, but
I always thought of something like, when you go to the movie theaters, they have like the strip lights
Yeah.
and kind of just line them with those like strip
That's not a
lights.
bad idea.
Because they're like not bright, but they're like a decent amount.
I think it'd be cool
you know.
to just go over the top with it though. So then they're like kind of blinded by the time they get in the basement or whatever.
Or the stairs going down, we just make it like a slide.
Oh,
So you just like slide down into the wall and you're like, blow. And then you have to slide to the next
well, I
one.
was thinking like the turn too.
Oh.
That would be cool if we had something like that.
Okay. I guess we could.
I think that was like an old like urban legend with House Cream. Someone said that we were the ones that threw people out the windows.
I told you somebody knew about it.
Yeah.
I've been asking everybody so far that we've had on the show, and nobody's heard this legend. You're the first one that's heard it.
Well, when I first started with House Cream, I think I was like at one of my jobs, and someone was like, "Is that the one where they throw you out the window?" I was like, "No."
So I'm 100% down to start spreading this rumor again.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
it's
no.
like the 13th floor
yeah,
rumor.
it's like the 13th
Yeah, I
floor,
think they're-
13 floors.
Yeah, I think that's
like-
what they said. They were because I've even heard the same thing with like 13th floor. They're like, "Oh, if you get up to the 13th floor, they just like throw you out." And I was like,
yeah.
I don't know.
me being the haunt, like in the haunt industry, it makes me cringe so hard when I hear people like, "Oh yeah, this is the scariest thing ever. It's 13th floor. If you get to the top, you get your money back." And I'm like,
And so when I was growing up,
you
I
don't know anything about haunted houses, do you?
I grew up and I heard the stories of the 13th floor haunt and you make it all the way through. You get $100 for every floor that you make it past because it's so scary.
Yeah.
And I've been to a lot of cities. I've lived in a lot of cities. I've traveled a lot. And I've asked all these people, where's this 13-story haunted house that everybody's talking about? Nobody has ever seen one. Nobody's ever heard of one. And then later when I grew up and actually like got more into haunted houses and stuff, I realized that it was just a commercial company that has a literal haunt named 13th floor in every
Yeah.
fucking city known to man.
Every
And
major
I was like,
city, I know
oh,
that.
neat.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I'm just wondering what haunted house did that? Threw people out that the story like started.
Right? Like,
Well, I know there's.
though.
I can't remember the name of it, but I know there's one in. I think it's in Kansas City. They have a slide. Like
Oh,
you were
really?
talking about. Yeah, they have a slide.
I've heard about the one
Yeah.
that has a slide.
That seems like such a cool idea.
Huh.
Yeah.
And then, you could scare him into the side so
So they just just fall
and then they
down.
get out and maybe you have like someone sit on top of the slide as they come out, scare the shit out of them.
Yeah.
That way, anyway. Jesse, can we put a slide in Hellstrom?
We need a slide.
Yeah.
2 of them. One, so you have to climb up the slide to get up to the 3rd floor.
It'd be funny if the slide went into the caves
That
where
would
everyone
fix the
in
conga
chainsaws
problem,
at.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That'd fix that damn
Or
conga
maybe
problem.
we should do the 3rd floor first,
Yeah.
Maybe we should just run the haunt backwards.
Yeah. Ooh.
Did we do that one year?
No.
They talked about it.
I was
I
gonna say,
remember what
did
you're.
someone talk about it?
We
that
were.
we're gonna
I think
start
they were
it
talking about it
backwards?
like 2021 for Blackout. They wanted
Yeah.
to do it backwards. And
Something
it
like
blacked out.
weird.
And I was like, I don't know if I could act backwards. Like that would freak me the
It
fuck
means
out.
you'd have to be on the 3rd. So you'd go through the lobby
Yeah.
first and then down
So
to the
you come
basement.
in through the caves, through
And-
Western.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be weird.
That'd be crazy as
It might
fuck.
be kind of weird though with like because like
acting.
since the
wise.
exit is kind of like confined and like
Right.
the entrance has more space and all that. It'd be
Or
interesting.
maybe we just make the entrance to New Western Town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people didn't even know that we
We
were 3 floors.
We could just get rid of the queue line altogether.
Yeah.
Just
We don't need
make
a
more,
line.
make more of
Just
a
send
haunt.
them
It doesn't get full or
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
We need to kick out the church people, take over the church,
That's right.
That would be
It's ours
cool.
now.
make like a little
Yeah.
tunnel from building to building.
That's right. It's ours now.
Yeah, one of those like walkways from like
Yeah.
the 3rd floor into the church.
We throw people from the 3rd floor into the church.
To the
Oh,
church.
perfect.
That's what we're
Like
doing.
on the slide.
Right.
So, whee!
Yeah. We'll make it like a big ball pit.
Yeah.
Just fucking chuck our ass off.
Or a foam pit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one of those big foam
Gymnastic
pits.
ones.
I've always wanted
Ooh,
to
it
do
could be
that.
like Divergent, where you just jump through a black hole and there's a big net at the bottom. And that's how you start the haunt.
So you
You're
start
like,
it.
all right, jump, bitch. All right, fucking jump.
Push him off the ledge.
Shit.
I just walked in.
The
and it's
insurance for
like-
that's got to be.
Like, I just walked in and this is what I got to. Yep.
That-
I want my money back. Too bad.
the insurance for that's got to be ridiculous.
I swear to God, I would put up a fucking no refund sign so goddamn fast.
Yeah.
But just know your life is in
Yeah, you're
your
gone.
hands.
You're gone, jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Well, I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast or not, but I seen this video where they're doing bungee jumps, but what they do is they
And
spin
they
their
cut the fucking
they're-
wire.
Yeah, in front of their friends. They're like holding onto the wire and they're slowly cutting it. The anxiety that must induce.
There was a lady, she was getting ready to zip line, and the dude was like, "Not today," and cuts the fucking rope, and she just
She thought she was
and
going to
goes straight into a fucking slingshot. And I'm like, oh my God, I would have fucking died.
So funny.
As soon as I would have got off that ride, I would have went right back to that little booth and waited for that dude to get off, and we would have fought for hours. It wouldn't have even been like, oh, I'm just going to beat you up and leave. No, we're going to fight. And every time you wake up, I'm going to hit your ass again.
I'm gonna just keep beating you
Yeah,
up.
I will be here for the next 3 days whipping your ass. Fuck that.
Yeah. That would be something.
All right, babe, let's go zip lining. Fuck me.
Right?
So what's some of your favorite scares you've had out there?
Yeah.
Favorite scares. I think one that I always remember in the back of my head is when the group was running into my room. So we have like those metal barricades, right there, kind of to help people know where they're going. And I don't even know if it was you or if it was somebody in the room before, but they scared them so bad they came running into my room, gut checked the barricade, and literally did a flip. And it was funny because it was like in the area where I'm like I kind of like hide with my like little whatever I had, my butcher knife, and I get ready to scare. And he literally like flipped in front of me, and I'm sitting there like, what just happened? And he was just so scared that like he ran in from the room that was in front of me, went through my little whatever the heck they had hanging up on the door, and then literally gut checked the barricade, did a flip. Was laying there, and I was just sitting there like this. And it's funny because he like looked up at me and he got scared more, and he like just got up and kept running through the haunt. So that's one that I always remember that. And I don't remember. I think you might have either been behind a group, and I was like, "Did you just see what that guy did? He just like gut checked and flipped over the barricade." It was almost like in the cartoon, like where they hit something, they do like a flip. That's one I always remember. I think obviously the ones that are always good is when people tell you that they peed.
Yeah.
Or they crap their pants.
I'm paying.
Yeah, I've had a lot
All
of
right.
those. I've had people like just not want to come past me, and like I'll just be standing there, and they're like, no. I'm like, well, you come on,
You kind of have
come
to.
on,
You have to.
and then
yeah.
I'd be like, cool, I'd be like, all right, now, like, go ahead, come on. And then right when they get in front of me, I'll just like do something like with my butcher knife. I'll yell in their face, they'll freak out and start running.
It's an antelope.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know how that came about. They literally just came in my room and they're like, is that an antelope?
Yes.
I was like, yeah. I think sometimes when people would say stupid stuff to you, they'd be like, are you a this or that? And I'm like, yeah.
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 Yep, I'm a snowman.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure I got snowman once. I got Santa Claus. Someone's like, oh, Santa Claus. I'm like, what? I think
I think
don't
they're
know.
just fucking with you at that point.
Yeah, like I said, I think when people are scared, they say stupid shit.
Yep.
Like, whatever is going to keep them from knowing that they're scared. They're
Oh,
just gonna
look,
say
it's
something.
Rudolph.
My mom thinks you're sexy. What? Your mom ain't here.
I've definitely
Oh,
gotten hit on a lot
But
of
is she
times.
single? No.
Which is like funny when I get hit on. 'Cause
That
I'm like,
shit
I'm a
drives me
I'm a
insane.
dude in a big pig mask, and people will come through like, oh wow, like look at you, and I'm like, what? Like,
Oh, yeah, so this weekend actually had a guy, tall guy. There's a group of two dudes. Tall dude.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
He was, the doll room with the two girls, right? He did that to me because I was standing in the hallway. Like, he blew me a kiss. And by the time they got around to the hallway, he was not blowing me kisses anymore. He was quite scared of me.
I love that.
yeah, I think it's funny what people do when they're scared. And then I don't know, we used to do the Brewfest promotion a lot, so there's a lot of drunk people there. I've had like these drunk girls come up and like grab my mask and like kiss it, and I'm like, don't. Why? Like why?
What is wrong with you?
Like why? Yeah, like why are you kissing my mask? Like get away from me. Those Brewfests were always fun to do.
Mate, were you with me that one time where we did the Emma Crawford hearse parade and I was full costume? I think you were in costume too. I found this dude who was pissing in the bushes.
Oh shit!
So I snuck up behind him and scared the shit out of him. He like peed all over his pants.
That's fair. I remember that one time when we were walking up to the races because we had just pulled up. We were going to meet the hunt, and like the cops have it all blocked up, and he had his mask in a head, like his head, and he walked up to the cop. He's like, "Officer, I got head." I just remember him saying that, and then he just walked away, and I was like, "Did you just tell that officer you got head?" And we were looking back, and that cop was just like laughing.
Like what the fuck
What?
just happened?
I remember those were always fun. The coffin races,
Yeah,
those were always fun.
good
I
time.
think we should start those again.
Let's do it this year.
Did we do it
This
last
year we are not doing it.
Okay, well,
I got
we can
the
go
word.
without the haunt.
I got the weird.
We'll bring the Demasked banner.
Ooh, we could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can pass out little business cards. Check out our podcasts about spooky shit.
Demasked
Yeah.
bitches.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys got like a banner and cards and stuff, or you got?
We don't got cards yet. We got
We should make
posters.
Ninja
They're up
Star
at Hell
cards.
Scream.
Yeah, I've seen the one up by the ticket.
Yeah, they're
booth.
gonna go up out here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I think this is a good idea because I know Chris has talked about it a couple times, and I like doing like a haunted house type of podcast. I think it's a great
It's
idea.
a great idea.
Or anything
Yeah.
that has to do with like acting.
Yeah.
Or you know what? If you're in a band, I want to talk to you
Yeah.
because it's the
Yeah.
same thing. You got to get up and perform in front of people.
We'll call it like D under rude.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? like you're putting on an act.
Yeah.
Even if you're in a band, you're putting on an act for the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to play an instrument, do that. But also, I'm sure you have a stage.
Yep.
Especially, I know a lot of bands I like. They
Yeah.
have a stage persona.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Hell, if you're a drag queen, come on.
yeah,
What
let's
you
talk
got?
to you. Let's do it.
Burlesque dancers,
do you want?
rappers, DJs. We don't
Whatever.
give a shit.
Yeah.
It's demasked.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah.
What's your life like? What are you doing?
What are you doing? You garbage man?
Cool.
That sounds
I
fun.
think that's cool. I mean,
What
even
do you do in your free time?
What's
Garbage man?
what's the scariest thing you found in the garbage?
yeah,
You know, I mean, we could turn every job into horror.
yeah, or even finding like those dedicated customers. They're like, oh, I come through like every year. It's like, well,
Yeah.
we want to
see,
interview you. Like,
I know Blackout's going to be here this year, so maybe on Blackout we can set up.
Ooh, we could set up out front as our characters and just bring customers on.
Well,
can
that's
tell-
what I'm
you
saying.
can-
Well,
yeah.
no, we could set up in here, and it's when they're coming
Yeah.
through at the end, we just grab some of that.
Hey,
lip service.
motherfucker.
Come talk to us for 5 minutes.
Come here.
Well, you guys can always do like YouTube live too. You can go live on YouTube.
We could do it
and-
from out front though, where it's like reporting live from Fear Complex.
Like, hello.
Somebody turned off the lights. Pandemonium is inside. Monsters are running loose.
Yeah. No, I think the whole podcast thing is a good idea.
Yeah, and then we should do the pig bitcher.
The
We should put that on
picture.
our YouTube channel if you're down.
Yeah, that would be. So the story behind that is Brandon Bishop, the old, our old, what was he, videographer? I guess.
Pretty cool to talk to.
He
him,
like
too.
came by one day. He's like, I want to do a whole skit of you called the Pig Bitcher. You're just bitching at everything, and I was like, that would
Yes.
be funny. The pig,
Yeah.
the Porky the Pig Bitcher, just bitching about
You
everything.
know what? That's a great fucking idea.
Yeah, just for shorts.
Yeah,
We'll cut it
like
up
a
and do
short.
short.
That could be like the intro or outro.
Yeah.
You know what really pisses me off? Ham. Just fucking throw like a whole ass ham.
Like just being like, oh, I got blood on me. like, well, I'm in this like
So gross.
I'm in this grungy ass outfit, and I'm upset because I got blood on me or like something. Like just bitching about everything. But
You know what really porks my chops?
do a whole Porky comedy skit. Like
Yes.
it's the most randomest
Open mic.
thing.
All three of us can go to an open mic. He
shit.
could be Porky. And then he can get up there and be like, you know what really porks my chops?
Just say one joke,
And then
it'll
we'll
be
get
like,
on and argue with each other in front of people in character and it'd be great.
the pig bitcher.
I think that's a great idea.
Welcome to the stage, the pig bitcher.
We need like the fucking intermission now, where we do like half a show and then we have like the pig bitcher do something and then we go back into the show. And now we're back.
After this short commercial break.
You know what really porks my chops? Nail polish.
Bacon. I hate bacon.
It's not culture.
Like start off like eating a salad. Like I'm a vegan. That's that joke I always got too. Like, are you vegan? And I'll be like, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Sometimes I eat bacon.
Is that cannibalism?
yeah,
Oh god, I would always that's cannibalism. Like it's good.
it happens.
It happens. What you want.
Porky
Donner
the pig
party.
butcher.
Eat it up, yum yum.
That'd be funny. Yeah, that'd be a cool little short to do. I've always thought about doing little off things with like Porky, you know.
Yeah.
I think one year me and my buddy were working on like a short film. It never got finished, but I mean, hey, the idea went through and
Hey, at least you started
there's some
it.
random footage on our camera somewhere. But it's not put together. But yeah, I always thought about doing like short horror films, like stuff like that.
I think those would be fun. I think the shorts would be more fun than doing
Yeah.
like a full length 2-hour movie.
That's no sense
Yeah,
shorts.
yeah.
They're 10
Yeah.
to 30 seconds.
And I think for Wizard, that'd be perfect because that matches his damn style perfectly. Like, here's 10 minutes. Oh, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
Well, fucking no, we
yeah,
talked
those,
about ping
those
pong
shorts
balls.
are cool. Yeah,
Ping pong balls.
yeah. But you know what I
Made
hate?
from balls.
Ping pong balls.
Because they're brown. Fuck round things. Just start kicking a bunch of fucking like basketballs and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck
anything
these
around.
balls.
That would be funny.
Do you know what I really hate? Pigs.
So I'm just standing there like,
Get a Miss Piggy doll and just fucking.
I used to have this dog toy that was like a pig thing, and it would go wah, wah. And I used to like put it in behind people's ears and like squeeze it. And it's just a little pig just squealing.
We need to get the new guy in there. He needs a pig call.
Yes.
Like a wild boar call.
I actually saw those because I used to work at Bass Pro Shop, and like they have like boar calls. I tried to figure out how to put one in my mask, but it kind of comes with like a tube,
Oh.
so it's like be weird to like stuff it in there. But they sounded like a pig screaming. So I was like, those are
Same.
kind of cool. They're for hunting and shit like that. But
I'm in.
I saw those. And I was like, man, that'd be kind of cool. To
One year I had
put in my mask.
I was like a hillbilly and I found like a turkey call that you could do in your hand.
Oh shit.
And so I was running around with that. And it made the most ridiculous sound.
Yes.
So good. It was so loud.
Sporting goods stores for haunt sounds.
You can find a lot of good stuff in there.
I know.
Yeah.
A lot of different calls for different animals. Tactical gear.
It's weird.
Duct tape.
Shit you'll find.
Duct
Right.
tape.
Rope.
I was telling I forgot who I was talking to. I was telling somebody, I was like, I'm gonna be like in the back this year, but I'm just gonna be in a ghillie suit. Just in a ghillie
Fucking
suit.
pop out of the
In a
bush.
bush.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be a bush and then be like, all right, thanks for coming through.
Like, oh God.
Like, get out of the road. Some dude in a ghillie suit's just like,
Come back.
yeah. No, I told him, I was like, I'm just gonna kind of like be a bush so I can like keep an eye out, but like still like be movable.
That'd
A
be
movable
perfect.
tree.
Yes.
Palm tree.
We could give you the hobo flip
Trash
cart.
can. Yeah. Be a trash can.
No.
Just be a trash can.
The shopping cart with a chainsaw inside. So you flip the top of it out, pop out a chainsaw. You ask them for $5, right? You make a shopping cart look like it's like a homeless cart. You get a little piece of plywood over top that'll like flip,
Yeah.
spin over. You build a tray inside that shopping cart for the chainsaw. So then when you ask them for money and they say no, you say, all right, well, fuck you then. Flip the thing open, grab the chainsaw and chase them.
That'd be funny.
Or maybe a basket that shoots flames.
Yes.
Just the whole basket. It's,
Like, man, we pissed that guy off.
Give them poison apples.
Here you go, dearie. Arr.
I thought that would be something cool, like just like a homeless somebody that just like hangs out back there.
I thought about that like 2 years ago when I mentioned it to Jesse, and he was like, "Oh my God, please tell me you want to do that for real." He's like, he really wants to build this damn chainsaw shopping cart. I'm like, I mean, we could,
Chainsaw shopping cart.
yeah,
That'd be interesting.
Flaming.
flaming.
Flaming
Shoots
chainsaw
flames.
shop. Sounds like a
Now you get a hobo barrel next to it, and then you just like have a little foot pedal that like shoots the flame
Oh,
up
I
higher.
see.
Yeah,
yeah, just so they're not looking in it. It's like,
right. I mean,
what's in
Free
your shopping
haircut.
cart?
some of these customers.
Free wax.
When God, there's some customers here. Just go in the barrel. Fuck it. Don't even look in there. Just go
go.
in it.
Free haircut.
Right. Free body hair removal.
That's right.
Brought to you by Hellscream. Hellscream Barbershop.
God, that'd be the stinkiest fucking corner in the city.
People across the street in apartments like, so it smells like something's burning. Look out the window, see a big flame throwing cart.
Somebody's cooking meth again.
Damn it! We already went through this once.
Shit.
That was a story. Yeah.
All right.
Security was asking
Well-
me about the apartment across the street the other night. They were like, "People living in there again?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah." And they were like, "Oh, didn't it burn down last year?" I'm
Like,
like, "Some of
yeah.
it."
It's funny.
Some of it. Yeah.
Some
I
of
remember
it.
like that one season.
Yep.
I was like, what happened over there? It's all boarded up.
Hit like holes in the
It's
fucking
like- yeah, it's
walls
like-
and shit.
Like black. Like you could tell like there was a fire or something. But yeah, now there's people living there.
I swear, every 6 months it fucking burns. And I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. Maybe
Wild.
we'll just buy that too.
You have like an over road walkway.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be
Then
cool.
everyone would be like, "This, all of this is a haunted house." We're like, "Yep."
I'm in.
That's like people come through now and they're like, "This whole building's a haunt." I'm like, yeah, the whole entire building.
Just the first floor. Top floor is a dentist.
Just the first couple of rooms.
Basement's a child care development center. You
That'd
know
be
what?
pretty funny.
Yeah, that'd be
People
cool.
like picking up their kids.
Oh God! What? So you got me again, you fucker? I'll do it again tomorrow. See you later.
Don't look, kids.
With those daycare service.
Yes, I need that. I need like one of those little playpen things. It's like little babies running around.
Hey, that's another short. Right?
Yeah.
If anybody has babies they want to lend for a short,
Do you have any babies during the haunt season you want to like? I'll babysit. They just have to stay in a thing and not be changed for 3 hours.
for a 10-second short.
Yeah, I'm not feeding them either.
That's right.
I'm not putting warm clothes on them.
Oh.
That's on you.
I thought you were going to breastfeed them.
No. When I mean babysit, I'm just going to sit on them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
You mean
sit on
you're
them.
sitting
on babies. Yeah.
You pay this lady to sit on babies?
Yeah.
There's just a thing with like
ridiculous.
little baby legs underneath you.
Yeah,
Like,
just
wiggling.
like little tiny baby legs.
Shh. So stupid.
Have like 5 on each side. Look, I'm a spider.
That would
You
be
need
perfect.
4.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Wizzo can't count, so it's okay. 5.
You never graduated that many.
Yeah. He passed this grade. All right.
All right.
We need babies. Anybody
Well,
got
thanks
babies?
for doing this, Mr. Porky.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was
Yeah.
good.
Thanks for coming on. It was
Yeah,
fun.
of course.
Tell the world about your Instagram and
Yeah. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the Killa Porky. So it's the KILLA _Porky.
And that'll
That's-
be up on the.
Yeah,
here.
that's
Put it on the
where
description.
that's where I spend a lot of my time. I try to get posts up on there. Sometimes not often, other times every other day. So it just kind of depends on the mood. And it takes a lot to dress up and take pictures.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
yeah, that's what I do now is just a lot of my cosplay stuff, and then hopefully I can get back into acting soon. We'll see what happens within the year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm excited to get you back
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
house.
Let's do it.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be in there soon. So yeah,
Hell
thanks
yeah.
guys.
Well, thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you.